I gotta do a better job of Zoom function. A lot of times you hear about parents saying that they want to provide their children with a life that they themselves didn't have when they were kids. So it's the driving factor behind them working hard, having maybe a couple jobs, whatever it is. I was actually thinking recently, and it's sort of become a concern of mine. That as my children are getting older, I now have 3 children who are done with school, out of high school. All right. I've become more concerned with their life after them leaving home than what it is they had to go through when they were at home. I wasn't one that operated under providing them with things I didn't have as a kid, because my life as a kid, I wasn't really, it wasn't all that hard and struggling, depending on going back and forth between my mother and father, but it wasn't ever of such, of such a situation where where I thought I was totally missing and lacking something, and thus, I want to make sure that my kids don't have to go through and struggle the same way. So, it just, kids always been provided for. But like I was saying, it really started to hit me and started to worry that maybe the mindset shouldn't be on providing make sure that our kids have what we didn't have as kids, but instead it should be that we focus on that our kids have what we didn't have as adults, that our kids don't have to go through the same things that we have already gone through and experienced as adults, and needing to go out and get jobs, maybe jobs that we hate, going out struggling to make money, make ends meet, or just pursuing, even for those who have been successful, pursuing a career that may pay them well, whatnot. Sure, your kids benefit from that, as children, but then when they're no longer children and go out into this world, this uncaring and apathetic world, what then? There are some who still take care of children, maybe specifically, those, who are really wealthy. And I started thinking maybe that should be a driving factor in pursuing wealth, is to be able to take care of my kids when they are adults, so that they don't have to worry about being a victim to this system that currently operates here in the United States and around the world. The system of capitalism and the system of the haves and have-nots, and working and worrying about surviving, worrying about being laid off, and all the trials and tribulations and ups and downs of being an adult. So like I said, it really has become a serious issue that has been on my mind. And also added to that, being that I believe that I have the creative ability to create a conglomerate, a multi-million, billion-dollar company, then maybe that even more so makes it more of a duty on my part to do so, to be able to provide for my children when they are adults, to provide for my children, my grandchildren, my great-grandchildren, my nieces, my nephews, and then I started thinking of long term and thinking about the long term in that sense, and thinking about, you know, the current wealth dynasties, if you will, that have existed, you know, since the beginning of the founding of the United States, where this money, this wealth has been passed down through generations. And I was thinking, you know, that is really a great thing, that to be able to provide for your descendants, to be able to say, you know, I got this money from my great-great-grandfather who started established something for the purpose of being able to provide for his descendants down the line, so that those who come after him that are of his line, his seed, don't have to struggle, don't have to worry about the struggle like other people in this world. And so I guess that's been the driving factor, that I realized, you know, I have to get busy. I have to get down to business and take care of this. And then also I'm realizing it will allow me to do so many other things. It will allow so many other things to occur, the things that I want to pursue, the things that I want to experience, the things that I want to create, to use, to show as an example to the world of ideas and concepts of a society, of a government, of many things that I have an idea about, that I believe are better than what we currently have, that I believe are more just and more righteous than what we currently have, that care more about people than what we currently have, and which will allow more freedom than what we currently have, and all the other good stuff.